Now, the reason that we're here this evening, I have to be honest with you, we're here on the false pretenses. This is not the 25th anniversary of the Easton Junior Hockey League. Shortly, the waitresses are going to pass out ballots to all the tables. And this is really a Callan Vernon recount. Okay, all kidding aside, it's pretty difficult to take the 25 years and try to roll them all into one, but I guess for most of the people here, I think the best thing to do is probably tell you the history of the Easton Junior Hockey League beginning in 1958. And I think a lot of you people might be bored with it because you've already heard it, but there's also a lot of people that haven't heard it. And I think it's something that should be cherished because it was a great effort by a lot of people. This youth program, over a period of 25 years, has trained, worked with, and educated at least 5,000 young boys. And that's quite an accomplishment. This began, I moved in Easton in 1956. And in 1958, 59, a fellow by the name of Teddy Guest came over the house. And he said, gee, Norm, he said, you ought to get involved in the Easton Junior Hockey League. It's quite a program. And my first question was, how much does it cost? So anyway, he gave me knee guards, stockings, and a garter belt. It was and over the years, it progressed with a lot of dedication from a lot of people, too numerous to mention this evening, to the point where we had the best feeder program of any sport in the town of Easton. But our next job was to convince the school committee that we had this program so that we could introduce hockey into the high school system. So we decided to go to the school committee at that time. And the school committee was very reluctant because they didn't know what the feeling would be with the townspeople. So anyway, they said to us, okay, look, we will give you the opportunity to have a high school hockey club, providing the Easton Junior Hockey League would pick up the tab. So we agreed to that. And then a year later, we were to go back to the school committee and say, okay, school committee, what do you think? Well, anyway, we funded the bill that year, and it was $3,500, and we paid for every bus, every stick, every scotch tape, every hockey tape, you need every hockey stick. Jim Gordon had a garage full of hockey sticks. Well, anyway, that year we did respectably well. So the following year, we went back to the school committee again. And we said, okay, school committee, here we are. We tried. This is our team. We think we got the talent. We think we're going to make Easton be recognized throughout the United States and not only throughout the world as it works out. But anyway, that year the school committee said, well, we don't feel that this is a decision that we should make. We feel that this is a decision that should be made at a town meeting. So they said, why don't you put an article in the warrant in the town meeting? So I said, okay, let's go one step further. So this is what we did. That year, the Finance Committee spoke against it, and we had some real hassles, and thank the Lord for a guy by the name of Frank Sargent, who I've never personally met, but God rest his soul, he's dead. He stood up that night at the town meeting and he said, hey, if Easton can support football, if Easton can support basketball, they sure in hell can support hockey. So at that point, the question was moved and we took a vote. And high school hockey was introduced to the system by 7 votes a long time ago. And boy, thank God for Frank Sargent, because he did it like nobody else could do it. And I can honestly say he was never involved in hockey. I don't know the man, but I was there that night, and he was a very instrumental fellow in saying, hey, we need it. As far as the foundation of hockey is concerned, Joe Lanzilli and Phil Thompson were the founders of the program. Now, over the years, there have been many, many fellows who were dedicated to hockey. So what I'm about to do, because we have to make this very brief, is I'm going to introduce to you all the hockey presidents since the inception of hockey in 1958. So if you'll bear with me, I got to get my eyes and also my list of who the presidents are. From the years 1958 through 1966, and by the way, that's the President's Trophy right there. The names of these people appear on that trophy and will continue to appear on that trophy as long as hockey is in existence in the system. Phil Thompson was the first president, as I said, 58 through 1966. Yours truly was president from 67, 68, and 69. Following myself, and I had the hockey club, which was the first hockey team that was sanctioned by the high school but not funded by the high school. Then came Joe Scowcroft, who had the first high school hockey team in the system that was funded from 1970 to 1971 at Olive Branch High School. Joe Scowcroft. Would you please take a bow, Joe? Let's hear it for Joe Scowcroft. Okay, following Joe Scowcroft was Louis C. Ibarra, who is not here this evening, so it's going to be very difficult for him to take a bow. He was 71 to 72. Following Louis C. Ibarra was John Bissonette, 72, 73. John, would you please stand up and take a bow? Following the 1972 season would be Ray Taylor, and he was 73, 74. Ray, you want to stand up and take a bow, please? Thank you. 1975 and 76, they couldn't find anybody to take the job, so Ray Taylor handed it back to me again. And then in 1976 and 77, it was Robert Cummings, who unfortunately is not here this evening. Then in 77, 78, it was Kerry Hawkins. Then 78, 79, it went to a fellow by the name of Kenny Needle, who moved out halfway through the season, so he's no longer with us. And then, believe it or not, ace cameraman, Channel 4, Walter Gallagher, 78, 79, he's already taken a bow. Take a picture of yourself, Walter. 1979, 80, Lanny Drevich, who is not here. 80, 81, Robert Sullivan. All right. 80, 81. Bob. 81, 82, John Morningstar, wherever you are. 81, 82, President. Also in 1978, the Friends of Easton High School Hockey was incorporated. And they were incorporated primarily to assure, because of a number of reasons, Proposition 2.5 and all the other drawbacks that hockey had in continuing to perpetuate the program in Easton, they were formed. So this evening is dedicated primarily 25 years to the Easton Junior Hockey League, and since 1978 to now, the Friends of Easton High School Hockey. Could we hear a round of applause for everybody who made this part? Okay, thank you very much. Now I would like to introduce our state representative, Mr. Bill Vernon, who has a few words to say, and I'm sure you'll enjoy what he's going to have to say. Thank you.
Close enough. Very pleased to be here, and earlier this evening I was at an Eagle Scout Award ceremony at the Lutheran Church. So tonight is a night that I'm dedicating to the youth of Easton and to those who have helped the youth of Easton through the years. I'm very happy that there are no ballots. I hope that was a joke. This is not a good situation for me. I commented earlier, I do skate, but it is rather, I'm sure, rather funny compared to Chuck's skating ability. Is Jim Gordon here? We got together with the powers that be in my newfound abilities on Beacon Hill, and I brought with me a citation commemorating the Easton Junior Hockey League and the Friends of Easton Hockey. Be it hereby known to all that the Massachusetts House of Representatives hereby offers its sincerest congratulations to Easton Junior Hockey League and the Friends of Easton School Hockey in recognition of their silver anniversary of service to the youth of Easton. The entire membership extends its very best wishes and expresses the hope for future good fortune and continued success in all endeavors, given this 5th day of March 1983 at the State House, Boston, Massachusetts, by my friend Thomas W. McGee, Speaker of the House, offered by William B. Vernon. Congratulations.
Not accustomed as I am to public speaking. This is a wonderful thing that happens in Easton hockey. There's a lot of guys who put a lot of work in it, and that's for sure. There's a lot of friends out there that are associated with all these years, and I'm very, very proud to receive this in the honor of Easton Junior Hockey League and the Easton Friends of Hockey. Thank you very much.
I guess that's about concludes everything, folks. We want to welcome everybody here tonight. Thank you very much for coming. The rest of the evening is dance, have a good time, and who knows, maybe we'll be here a year from now. Thank you very much. Yeah, please, Jim Walsh. Can I hear a round of applause for Jim Walsh? Sorry, Jim. I had an argument with my wife.
Get your better half now, Walter. Try it out.
Nice to